Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here, and I am reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. We're going to do that next on Geekazine. You know, Samsung has always tried to be on the cutting edge of mobile technology. They have continuously touted that they have cooler features than an iPhone, and in some cases, they're absolutely right. However, the newest phone in their arsenal, the S6 Edge, while cool, shows that not all ideas are great. Let's start with the specs of the phone. This is a 32GB device, and this particular one is on the Verizon network. The revolutionary design is basically a sideless phone. The edge of the screen wraps around the phone and can serve as a small display that can tell the time, let you know if somebody's called, get calendar alerts, and more. You can see that on the side right there. The phone itself is a 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display with Corning Gorilla Glass to protect from scratches and drops. The rest of the phone is a metal composite. An octa-core Exynos 7420 processor is inside, running at 1.5 GHz with 3 GB of RAM to back it up. Internal storage, you can get 32, 64, or 128 GB of RAM. A 16-megapixel camera in the front and a 5-megapixel selfie camera allow for some decent pictures and video, as you see with my Vegas trip. And get this, I can record in 4K or 1080p 60 frames a second, which I usually record all of my videos in. It's a crisper overall look in the video that I record, and it's perfect for recording Junior's soccer game, dance recital, live concert, and anything else to reduce blurry figures. The S6 Edge runs on Android 5.0 with Samsung's version of the software. Lots of great features and apps that come with it, including health tracking software for the Galaxy Watch wearable. Inside is a 2600 milliamp battery, and it's non-removable, which Samsung fanboys might need to get used to there. But with Samsung's power-saving features, the battery can last up to 20 hours of usage or 13 days of standby. Of course, that depends on what apps your settings you have set. The S6 also uses the Qi wireless charging, that's this little disc right here, which you just set to charge it. Or you can just use the micro USB port to charge. There's no micro SD card slot though, by the way. 4G LTE with a 2x boost in certain cities gets you the content faster than ever on Verizon's network. The phone also has 802.11 AC support, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth version 4.1, NFC, infrared, yeah, you can turn it into a TV remote, and the standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. A mono speaker is also on the bottom, so if you're watching videos with friends, you can do that. Finally, the Edge S6 sensors contain fingerprint reader, a compass, a proximity sensor, an accelerometer, light sensor for the camera, gyroscope, and barometer. So that's all the stuff that's inside of this great phone. But like I said, I'm not really a fan, and I'll tell you why as we go over the pros and cons next. So this is in 60 frames a second. This is the window, the strip view that I can see here in Vegas. As you can see, you can go down by the pool through a quick zoom, or check out the Treasure Island up there, and we can go up to 8x in a digital zoom. Apparently there's a lot of filters here on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. This is the cartoon filter. This is the vignette filter, great to center a shot. And this is the vintage filter to make it look like an old-time movie. They also have the ability to download other filters so you can do different types of video the way that you want it. Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge is a revolutionary phone, but I had a lot of problems with it. The biggest issue was the side of the phone actually felt like a sharp edge. The folks at Verizon actually sent me a spec case to help with the grip, but on its own, there's very little space to hold on to. The dual curved edge I found got in the way of a lot of things I was doing on the screen. My openins pollicis, aka the palm muscle, kept touching part of the screen when I had to stretch the thumb for a button, or when I was going through the settings and I was trying to swipe through. Therefore, it didn't register as a tap or swipe and stayed exactly where it was. Got confused. These are pretty big issues since a lot of times I use my phone with only one hand and I don't type like this all the time. There are a lot of things to like about this phone too. The phone definitely performs. The camera works really well even in low light situations. Many Samsung fanboys might not like the non-removable battery option, but you can get a charge and go 20 hours before trying to find a plug. And of course, it will charge 25% within the first 15 minutes, a full hour, full charge. The phone without a case is pretty thin. Side by side with the iPhone, there's little difference. Weight is also pretty comparable between the two. I found that even though that there's some great apps on the devices, Samsung does install bloatware onto the phone. I don't care too much about Cookie Jam, StubHub, Box, Google Hindi Input, Milk, or Candy Crush Soda. In all, once you add a case like this spec case right here, the phone is pretty usable. Without the case, I feel like I'll drop this within a minute. Heck, without the case, I feel like I'm holding a knife. So that is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. What do you think about it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Let me know. You can tweet me over at Geekazine or geekazine@gmail.com is the email address. Until next time, you guys geek out.